Welcome back to the channel. Yeah, let's do a grace card reading, y'all. I did pre-shuffle our grace card deck. Gonna cut it one time, so let's go ahead and get started. Now what I wanted to do today is pull one overall energy check card from the grace cards and then do a little clarification from the Power of the Elements Oracle deck. So let's do this thing, y'all. Thank you for being here. I'm so happy you made it. I'm happy I made it. Yay. We're all together. Let's see what our first card brings us. Let's just see what the grace cards have to tell us about the current energies, how we can do a little bit better job of coping with whatever these energies are around us right now. Let's see it. Beautiful. Partnership. Partnership. God speaks to us through people. We are ambassadors of grace for one another. All of it's information. Yeah, and no, sometimes it's not information that we actually want to see or hear or feel or experience, but all of it's information. And we give that constantly back and forth to one another. We constantly gift each other with information and revelation and inspiration if we're actually open to the experience. Okay, so remember, even if you're not like technically a partner with someone, even if you don't know someone, each exchange that we have with another human being is gifted. It's on purpose, and there's totally something that they are. And a lot of times I will call it emissarial, but ambassadors, that's a very good word too. It's sort of like a representative of something that Source wants to teach us or show us or help us experience to make things easier going forward. Okay, so every single one of these things, every exchange you have with another human being, it's a magical gift. Okay, and life just gets more fun and life gets a little bit easier when we stop begrudging all of the things that don't absolutely tickle our fancy, because every single one of those things is there for us on purpose. That is information for us. We're being gifted that. It's stuff we can use for the future. It's stuff that we can utilize when something else pops up that we a lot of times weren't expecting. And this little patterning that we get, this little bit of information that we get, can really go a long way. And no, we're not always cognizant of it. It just gets put in the file. It's there for us to draw on when we need it. And that's like brilliant. That's like beautiful. So open up a little bit in your world maybe. And remember that every single exchange you have with another human being has been placed on your path for a purpose. And get busy. Get busy enjoying your journey. Get busy enjoying the unfolding of your life. Okay? And a lot of that has to do with understanding that all these little magnificent scenarios that are whipped up for us are on purpose. Okay? All right. So, yeah, let's do another card. Let's do one of these magicals. And I like these too because they have numbers. And I'm into numerology, y'all. So I'll be throwing out a little bit of numerology here. Got my master list, which is still like totally in rough form. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, but I wrote these notes like 100 years ago. Okay. Let's get our Power of the Elements Oracle deck card and just see what that has to do with the partnership card and the grace cards, or if it's just an absolute separate issue. And another issue for us to cope with. No, another thing for us to look at. Okay. I see. Kind of like this one. Number 30, I think that's 30. Yeah, I think it's 30. Have purpose. Your journey is worthwhile. Okay? So your journey is worthwhile. And that's every freaking step. Every step of our journey matters. I know that's like kind of a heavy load. But not like it's critical but it's magical. It's magically delicious, every single thing that happens in our world. And all we got to do is really embrace it and love it for what it is. It's information. It's unfolding. It's something that we sent to ourselves. It's something that universe has brought into our perspective to utilize somewhere in our psyches for something that's going to happen later on, for an experience that we might want to enter into later on. It's giving us fuel, it's giving us information, okay? And when we look at life like that, we don't take the things that don't go according to our Garpy world right, with a little more grace, because we understand, okay, that is not what I planned here, but okay, something's being formulated for me, and there's something I need to look at here. And there's going to be definitely something I can utilize in the future with this. Okay, so now let's look at the number 30, angelic support. Angelic support, divine completion connected to the divine. Okay, regardless of what you think you are religiously, regardless of what you've adopted in this structural societal scenario as your religious cording, you're a spiritual being. If you're a human being, you're a spiritual being. You have that spark of divinity within you. Stay tapped into that spirituality, and that spirituality shows itself as little magical instances, little gifts from other people that we're not expecting, right? Okay, I'm going to look it up in the little book and just see. There's always something that we don't think about. There's always something that I don't think about. This book has said, okay, have purpose. Your journey is worthwhile. It is. Y'all, when we start to believe in our own story, and our own story doesn't mean the blueprint according to us. Our own story is that organic unfolding of our amazing journey. It's crazy life on earth. All the bells and whistles and all the bumps and turns. Okay? When we start embracing that and understanding that it's all on purpose, life is not so hard. It really isn't. Okay, let's see. To pause is good. Time to take stock of your life and figure out where you fit in best, rather than blindly carrying on. And I was just talking about this, rather than going in this loop-de-loop, prescribed, pre-patterned stamp of a life, we have to use our imaginations. We have to learn that there's more outside of what this little jigsaw that we've been placed into for society's purposes is. It's okay. It's huge. The garden is huge. It's not just this little turn right here. Okay, and it's okay to get to a point in your life. In fact, it's great to get into a point of your life where you absolutely need to stop yourself and really look around and feel where you feel what you feel, look at what you can look at, find your gratitude, slow yourself, slow your pace, stop the pattern, stop this routine just long enough to get some fresh inspiration. Okay, now is the time to learn how you got where you are. You know what that takes, though? That takes some ownership. Because no matter what you do, if you're taking stock of where you are and you're placing blames on this and this and this and this, you're not owning the circumstance. That means you have no power. If you're giving all of your power to these other entities for placing you where you are, you've got no power. Okay? Ultimately, no matter what, through your decision making and your perceptions in each situation that led up to right now, you have placed yourself where you are now. Try and take stock of why you did that. And I'm going to tell you something. You can sit there all day long and why won't be answered. It's very difficult to find the why in life. So just know that you are where you're supposed to be. Take stock of where you are. Start from a point of power. Own where you are and where you have situated yourself in this life, and really look around, and instead of just pointing out the things that are going wrong or the things that are not serving you, Once you've identified those, start looking at and concentrating on and putting pointed focus on the things that have drifted in that are supporting you. And once you shift, I call it flip my switch, once you flipped your switch and you've stopped gazing at all of the things that you're not happy with, and you start to focus on the things that those things have shown you, which is what you actually want in your world, everything changes. Okay, so that wasn't in the book. I am going to write my own book. It's going to go with my own cards, and I'll be showing those to you pretty soon. Okay, a journey always has purpose. No matter how much the suffering or how hard it has been, your journey is worthwhile. And I say that a lot too, y'all. There is no waste of time. If you did it, if you experienced it, that was supposed to be the end. Didn't waste your time 3 years with that person. That should have been fertile ground. That should have been learning ground. You were sowing seeds. You were gathering information. And that's not only cerebral information, that's experiential information, that's vibratory information. You learned how to process yourself through that experience. It's never a waste of time. Your journey is worthwhile. Okay? And you're never stuck where you are. That's the other reminder of this one. You're never stuck where you are. You placed yourself there on purpose. But if this is not where you want to be, then all you have to do is open the doors of perception, flip your switch from all of those things that are giving you the information that you need to know what you don't want, and focus on those things that are illuminated in that negative space. Those are the things that you do want. Okay? And when you start placing your focus on that, that's when your life visibly shakes up. That's when things drop off, and it might startle you a little bit, but that's when you've created some momentum toward your best evolution on this planet. That's when you've started doing the real work. Okay? And remember, people out there, no matter who they are, they're important to your journey, or you would not have an experience with them. Okay? And remember, every single thing that you're going through, everything that you're happening on, everything that pops up in your reality, it's for you. It's for you. On some level, emotional, spiritual, intellectual, on some level, it's all for you. And when you settle into that reality, then you can understand the comfort that comes with just knowing that it's all unfolding as it's supposed to, even if it's not pretty, even if it's not comfortable, even if it's grand, even if it's dynamic. Even if it makes you shake out of your comfort zone, all of it's on purpose, and all of it was designed specifically for you. Okay? So there are your two beautiful cards du jour, beautiful color synergy. All right, so fire it up. Understand who you are. Remember who you are. Know that you're worthy. Know that you're loved. And if you want to, and if it doesn't already resonate with you, I would just get on. It used to just bug the crap out of me when I'd ask somebody a question, they'd say, Google it. I felt like, yeah, that's what's wrong with the world. But listen, if you don't really know a significant meaning, or if you don't already resonate with the number 30, it came up for you today in this reading, so Google it. Just look up the spiritual meaning of 30 and just see what it highlights for you, because that will be your focus point here. Okay? All right, thank you again for being here, y'all. I appreciate your presence so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the likes and the subscribes and all the comments. That it really makes a difference on this teeny tiny fishy of a channel on YouTube. I appreciate you so much. If you care to share the video, please share the video. I appreciate that too. Hey Marley, y'all go check out Marley over at Marley's Tarot. She's live a lot, which is very courageous, and she's really great at her readings, and it's worth your time. I guess that's it. Okay, I will see you very soon, y'all. Thank you for being here. Take care of yourselves.